Have you ever picked up your phone to do something specific, like take a note or set an alarm or a reminder, and then the second that you open the phone, you completely forget what you're going to do? After like 20 minutes of scrolling on Instagram Reels, then you're like, wait a minute, I was supposed to be doing something on my phone. You were probably supposed to be writing down that you needed to stop by the store to grab something on the way home, but instead you ended up checking your email or checking Instagram or just wasting time on your phone. I used to use my phone for notes, reminders, alarms, and things like that, but it never really worked the way that I wanted it to. The thing about like Apple Notes is that you go in and add a note and then it takes time to like type it in, and then you have to kind of organize it afterwards. The notes just get lost way too easily, and you end up having like tons and tons of notes you have to clear out. I would also never remember to actually check the notes because there were so many other things to do on my phone. So I've been using Pocket Notebooks for about 3 months now, and since then I found it a lot easier to take notes without being distracted by something. But it's helped in a lot more ways than just that, so let me show you. So like I said, I used Apple Notes and other note-taking apps like Notion and things like that, but it's not my main catch-all for when I'm out in civilization. Sure, the digital apps are great because you don't run out of space and you can like use them across different devices, but they aren't as quick to use and they get cluttered really fast. One of my main problems was that I wasn't able to just pull out my phone at work when I wanted to jot a note down, so it was a lot more practical for me to use a notebook. So using a pocket notebook is a really great catch-all system for just taking notes on the go and like organizing your day, staying productive, not having to remember things, developing or holding ideas, and just many more. It's a great way to keep all your quick notes in one quick accessible place that can't be accidentally deleted or get too cluttered. Unless you like lose it, that would kind of suck. It's also great for keeping you from getting distracted by your phone. Me personally, it also helps me think more clearly and deeply about the things that I'm interested in and that I'm learning because I'm being more intentional when I'm learning. So I will show you how I use my pocket notebooks throughout the day. First way is that when I'm listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, anything like that, I take notes about what stands out to me, and then later I transfer those notes into Notion. If I hear any quote that I really like, even if it's from a song, I'll just pull out my notebook and I'll just write it down and who said it, just so I can reflect on it more later. Sometimes I like to write down an idea that I want to journal about later on in the day, but I don't have time to at the moment, and then I'll go back later and then pull from it and then think about what I was thinking about in the moment and just kind of go from there. But if I didn't write it down in the notebook, then I wouldn't have remembered to journal about that thing later. I really like this quote. Shallow desires don't compel sacrifice, whereas a committed purpose sacrifices everything. It borders obsession. I think this is from MJ DeMarco's book, Unscripted. Same with this one. And this was a limiting belief that I had, so I wrote it down to, get it out of my head. I've been wanting to make videos about business and things like that, and I thought that I wasn't qualified until I decided to get rid of that negative belief. And once I wrote it down, I journaled about it later on, and then I felt better about it. This is a future video idea, all these things, an idea something I wanted to write in my dopamine detox video. This is something I completely forgot about. I was thinking about the past and I was thinking, what was I doing earlier this year? Then I remembered that I was taking a real estate course. I don't know about you, but I come up with the best ideas when I'm not doing the thing that I'm thinking about. It's almost like shower thoughts, but like I have them like throughout the day. Like while I'm at work, then I'll have an idea of what I can do to improve my videos or something like that, and then I want to write it down before I lose it. So yeah, these ideas usually revolve around making better videos, video content, newsletters, things like that. So if I hear something and I want to think about it more but don't have time, I'll just write it down. And if I really can't stop thinking about something and I have the ability to, then I will just make a small diary entry right inside the notebook wherever I'm at. In fact, nearly every video and newsletter that I've made actually started off as one sentence from this pocket notebook. Pocket notebooks have also been incredibly helpful for me with my to-do lists, and it's kind of the main reason why I started using it. So over the past few months, I've been trying to build better habits and kind of follow a more strict schedule. So as a result, every night before I go to bed, I write down what I'm going to do the following day, with particular emphasis on my nightly and morning routine. This practice has actually given me a lot of mental clarity, and it has saved me countless, and I mean countless hours of just misdirected focus. Our brains are not meant to remember everything, but rather to think. So if you're trying to build better habits and stay productive, and you're not writing those habits down, you're wasting your time. For me, at any given moment, I know exactly what I should be doing. And that's why I put a lot of emphasis on my morning and night routines, because those are the times where most people are like kind of just doing whatever they think they should be doing in the morning. In the morning, most people will probably, wake up, grab their phone or something, or they'll like sit and like stare at their wall for like 20 minutes, but like me, it's like I have it written down exactly what I should be doing. And like sometimes I'll even set time limits on it. So I just know exactly what I should be doing. That way I don't waste time, because if I just left it up to my memory, I would not remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Even if it'll become a habit after I do it every day for a while, but sometimes you just completely forget to do something. So after reading Atomic Habits, I've also incorporated some of the strategies mentioned in the book to help, such as habit stacking. This is when you pair a habit that you want with something that you already do. So for example, if you need to be better at brushing your teeth, for example, then you would write down shower, because I'd hope that you're not struggling to shower. After you shower, then you write brush teeth after shower, or something like that. Or if you're forgetting to stretch, I was struggling for a while with stretching after my workouts. So I'll put workout this time to this time, and then I'll put plus stretch after for this amount of time. So it was something that I was already doing, and then I stack the new habit that I want to form on top of that. Another thing that I incorporated is the 2-minute rule, or the 5-minute rule, some people like to call it. It's literally just setting like a time limit for how long you need to do a thing. So usually it's really easy for you to do a habit when it takes a really short amount of time. When I'm reluctant to do a task, I will think of it as like, is it gonna take less than 5 minutes to do? If yes, then I just do it now. The same kind of applies for the 5-minute rule. So if I want to start a meditation habit, then I'll just write down meditate for 2 minutes or meditate for 5 minutes. And then it's pretty easy to do that because I have that blocked out. But when you just have meditation there, you're gonna be kind of like reluctant to actually do that, because like you don't know how long you should be doing it. You know that you don't need to do it very long, but it doesn't process the same way in your brain. Now, like I was saying earlier, I have Notion and I use it all the time, and I'm actually reading the script off of Notion right now. It's still not as quick and easy as using this notebook. Notion is what I would call my second brain, like I said, but my phone is distracting and it takes too long to open each app and find where I want to put the notes. At the end of the day, I set aside time to add the items from my Pocket Notebook into my Notion. One thing I don't like about these Pocket Notebooks is that it's really hard to find something that works for you. Currently, I'm trying to work on finding the best combination, which is why I have so many. And recently I upgraded to this Field Notes book and a big carrying case to go with it. This one I was using for a while, and it did have 2 ribbons that were used as bookmarks, which I really liked that feature, but they just fell off. So this was the first one I had, and I really like this one because I love the design on it. It's so nice, but it also ripped. So yeah, I guess that's what happens when you order $2 notebooks from Amazon. So yeah, the problem is that many of these inexpensive books are not durable at all, and they will not last. Another thing to consider is how you're gonna hold your pen. Some notebooks have pen holders, others don't, like this. So you kind of have to figure out what your situation is gonna be. And even when they do hold your pen, it's kind of a gamble whether it's going to fit or not. I may create another video discussing my pocket notebook that I carry every day and EDC items, because I really love that stuff, and I also enjoy watching those videos. But so let me know if you're interested in that. I'm still trying to figure out the best combination for a pocket notebook, so I'll probably update you guys once I find it. And let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments. So last point I wanted to touch on is that these are the pens that I use. I don't know anything about pens. I really don't. I see some of these videos and people are talking about the pens. I don't know. I have some pretty decent looking pens, but I don't know anything about them. They're ballpoint pens, I think, but I don't know. As long as they write good and they don't smudge, because I'm a lefty, that's all that really matters to me, So using this pocket notebook has really opened my eyes to the power of pen and paper. I'm so used to being in school and using a Chromebook for since I was in like 5th, 6th grade that like we didn't really do a lot of writing for assignments. So my penmanship honestly could use some work. But it's something about using a pen and paper just is so relaxing compared to a computer and your phone, just because you're not looking at a screen. It's like you feel so professional for some reason. I guess you can kind of call this like a commonplace book, but I don't know. I don't really think about it like that. I just think of it as like my catch-all system. I want to make like a separate commonplace book to carry around that just has like quotes and things like that, because I've been listening to a lot of like philosophy and things like that, and it'd just be nice to have like those quotes just on hand all the time whenever I want. The idea of having like wisdom in my back pocket at all times sounds really nice, so probably end up doing that. If you want to buy any of the notebooks that I have here or the carrying case that I have, then I'll link them in the description if you want. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is a good idea to carry around a pocket notebook. Do you think that it could like replace your phone? I don't really think it can fully replace a phone, but I think it can replace a big part of it. That's what I've been using it for. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys should try it. Let me know how it goes for you. Sign up to my newsletter, join the Discord for like-minded individuals on self-improvement. Maybe we can talk about pocket notebooks if you want. If you sign up to the Discord, you're also signing up to the newsletter. One-to-one coaching in the description also. Check all that stuff out. So yeah, I think that's it. See ya.